friends, welcome back to Frosty Eye Candy. So I'm going to jump again straight in with some dried results for you. Here we go, a nice close up so you can see this beautiful turquoise color that we got here. And you can make out a little bit of the Athena here, a lovely pink color. But just wait when we get some light on it, and boom, there we go. You can see that beautiful Athena turns gold, and you can make out there the beautiful blue eyes there. Blue eyes almost has a bit of a interference quality to it because it's this beautiful, lovely, dusty blue. But when you get it in the light, pow, beautiful. And then this lovely teal here at the bottom, again, just gorgeous, turquoise rather than teal. But when we get the light in it, bam, we see the Athena and also the Comet just doing their business there, giving us a real great show. So, how did I get here? Well, I used pigments, of course, pigments with mica powder in them, and my favorites, of course, are this little Piggy. And the first one we're putting down, this one is Blue Eyes. I've used it quite a bit in the last few videos. As you can tell, I mix up a few different colors of paints and then go with those until I decide to mix up some more. But we're going to be putting, whoops, knocking everything over. We're going to be putting down Blue Eyes first. And following Blue Eyes, it's, oh, dare I say it, possibly my new favorite. This is Athena, or Athena rather, or depending on where you're from in the world and how you pronounce it. But yeah, this is Athena, this glorious, glorious dusty rose color with the beautiful golden shimmer. I mean, it really is. As soon as I saw the preview videos for it, I was just like, just be still, my beating heart. That is gorgeous. I cannot wait to get it. So that's next. That's Athena on top of the Blue Eyes. And then I'm putting down another Piggy, friends. Which one do you think it is? I know my fellow admins at my Facebook group, Acrylic Pouring for Beginners. Big shout out there to G, to Darren, to Christy, and to lovely Bridget, of course. But they're going to be guessing, they're going to know that this next one is going to be Comet. There we go. It's a beautiful interference gold, red, which is absolutely fantastic, as you've just seen in the dried results. So that's 3 Piggies in a row. We really need to put down a tube paint, preferably something with a bit of guts. And I'm putting down this acrylic, standard acrylic Amsterdam, and this one is turquoise. And as you can see by the filled in square, as with most turquoise, they are opaque. And then on top of that, we are having 2 cell activators. The first one is the Amsterdam Prussian Blue cell activator. And then again, my usual, or usual, but my current favorite is the metallic accents, the Rust-Oleum in Goldmine. There we go. If you haven't tried this as a cell activator, where have you been? Really try it. It works absolutely amazing as a cell activator. So anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. We're gonna zip it. We're gonna get the camera pointing down and we're gonna carry on painting. Okay, friends? So then the first thing I guess I should say is this is a 8 by 8 inch wooden cradle. And a wooden cradle, for those that don't know, it's just like a canvas that's stretched over a frame, but rather than a canvas, it's a piece of plywood. So the first color we're putting down there, my friends, is the TLP Blue Eyes. And you can see really how thick my paints were. I had mixed these up a little while ago and used half of them and left the other half in the pot, and it had thickened up with the little bit of air that was trapped in it. So I kind of rejuvenated it and gave it a little bit of life by adding a few drops of Joe Sonia gloss varnish with some water added to it. And just a few drops of that and it rejuvenates the paint. But it was still, as you can see there, it's very, very thick. But we shall see how this little swipe turns out, won't we? So as I said, that was the Blue Eyes, and now the turn of my new favorite. This one is Athena, or Thena, however you'd like to actually pronounce it. But the new one from TLP, the gorgeous, gorgeous kind of dusty rose color with a gorgeous, gorgeous golden shimmer to it. So we're just adding a little bit more, I think. As you can see, it is quite thick. Not as thick as the Blue Eyes, and not as thick as the Comet that I'm about to use now, but still on the fairly thick side. But as I said, we shall see how this turns out. So that's the TLP Comet going down. So that's Blue Eyes, Athena, and Comet. So that's 3 Piggies in a row. Lots of people tend to err on the side of caution and not use many more than that in a row before using a tube paint, just to give the whole paint some stability. But yeah, that's the 3 Piggies in a row. And as you can see, I'm just adding those little lines on the side there for some modification at a later date. You'll also notice that I've only laid my colours down from about really a third away from the edge of the canvas, because again, after we swipe and then after we spin, anything closer to that is going to come off. But this is the turquoise by Amsterdam Standard Acrylic. This is the tube paint we're putting down on top just before our cell activators, to hopefully give it something to bite on and sit on and not sink incredibly quickly through the pigments. But as you can see from that, my turquoise is incredibly thick. So what I'm doing here, guys, is occasionally with my swipes, I like blowing them out just a little, blowing the colours over each other and making a little more of a blend between them before I actually do the swipe. But again, you can see with me trying to blow the colours out, and excuse the back of my head, how thick they really were. So here's our cell activator, that's the Prussian blue, and then the Rust-Oleum gold mine on top. And I completely wreck this swipe. It was so bad, friends. I even kind of dug out huge parts, had to wait and let it level. But as you can see, the paint was incredibly forgiving for me for this one and leveled out really nicely. So again, after I've done the swipe, I like to blow out just a couple of areas of the swipe just to give it some detail and interest, and some extra bits to modify in a little while. But yeah, again, you can see how thick the paints were. So in we go for a close-up, friends, so we can see the modification. And again, I'm just doing circles and following the line, following the flow of the swipe to add to it and add movement. So I'm just going to drag this little point into the spiral there nicely. Just kind of link up the different areas of the swipe. And then we're going for some more modifications here, friends. I particularly like that bottom right corner and the cells there. I do hope we can manage to keep a little bit of it at least. So last little modifications, friends, just adding a little more detail and interest to the edge of the swipe. Just kind of linking it up and creating a bit more interest. That's a beautiful blue heart there. So in we go for the other side and the last bit of modification, friends. Again, I'm just doing nice circles and loops just to make pleasing patterns and tie in the 2 patterns in the either side of the swipe. And I must say it's looking quite good. So out for the full view for the spin. And again, I like leaving this in real time, friends, so you can see how fast exactly and how long I let it spin for. Now with this piece, I didn't use a lot of pillow. I've been experimenting with using less and less just to see and kind of record how far things can grow when you use less of a pillow and you're using the paints to expand the whole piece as well as the pillow. But just checking it for movement here, and there's not a whole lot, but we're going to need to spin it again in real time. And you can see my fingers there at the top of the screen, guys. That's catching any drips that just make it down after they've flowed over the edge and onto the top of the spinner. So wow, that's grown nicely and not looking too bad at all. Look at the shimmer there from the Athena and from the Comet, and we're going for a nice close-up. Wow, the shimmer on those modifications there are quite incredible and something I didn't plan for at all. Here we go for the other side, friends. So you can see the blue eyes shimmering there with the Athena and with the Comet. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much, my friends. As it says right now, please like, subscribe and share my videos if you like what you see here. And of course, as always, my friends, happy pouring.